Where are we? G'day everybody. Just setting up here. How are we? Whoa, cameras too. I had all this set up, but I have to have the camera in my hand to set the settings up, so excuse all this mucking around. How we going now? Are we live? All right, live. G'day, welcome to me show. I've just got to do the normal here and get you up on my big screen here, because there's no way I can read your comments here, and this is all about reading your comments. And on my to-do list, where do I got to go? I've got to go into there, fair enough. And so check out the links in the description below if you're watching the replay of this, and there's quite a few links there that help people out. Here I go, I found it. I'm just getting onto here so as I better turn the volume down so we get no feedback. Don't want any feedback, do we? Who we got there? Marilyn Lynch. G'day, Marilyn Lynch. I can see everyone here now. Okay, we've got 20 people so far. Let's see what we get to today. Mercy Harvey. G'day. La Luna. Eva. Gonzo. G'day, Gonzo. I want to give my condolences about your dear mother. Thank you very much, Steve Gonzo. Yes, thank you very much for your thoughts there. Angela Young. G'day, Angela Young. And Anthony Gray. G'day, Anthony Gray. How are you? All right, we've got about an hour. It might go over an hour. See how exciting we get. I'll see how exciting this show can become, but I like to give it about an hour. And this is all about Friday Night Live, Q&A. If you have any questions that are bugging you and you want to get to me, this is where you have that opportunity to do that. Have yourself a coffee, relax. And 9 times out of 10, if there's nothing great on the TV, you get to watch me, all right? And it's live too. We can get to communicate with each other. Thank you very much, Peggy Easter. You're a great fan. Good stuff. Sabra. G'day, Sabra. Barb Keeney. Sometimes if your name's too hard to pronounce, I might just say the first name, because some of these last names can be quite daunting, can't they? Shared to the group. Thank you very much, Ange. While we're doing that, I might just copy, while we're setting up and waiting for people to come in, I might just go and share this on my other Facebook platform as well while we're getting things going. So it's a slow start, but people are coming into the room, things like that. And then it gives the opportunity for that to build up, and it also gives me a chance to do all my settings here while we're getting things going. Now, that has got my old photo in it. I don't like that. Why is it? Hang on, what's going on here? Sorry. Bear with me. For some reason, I'll share this to Facebook. There we go, live now, L-I-V-E now. I'm just putting this on my Facebook so as people can come in and watch it as well. And Ange Young's already put it onto my group page, which is great. Okay, so what do we got here? Carol Paws, g'day, you're all the way from Chicago, Milwaukee. Hello everyone, I'm new here to Ian's channel, says Linda. Linda B from Arkansas. Well, welcome to my channel, Linda B. That's great to have new people here. I'm learning how to do style. Do you have any opinion on it? So Gonzo, you were saying there you're learning how to do don't even know what you're learning how to do. Something style painting, trompel lolly painting. I'm not sure what that is. Forgive my dumbness, because I ain't the brightest light in the shed there. I'm not quite sure what you mean there, Gonzo. If you can abbreviate it for me a bit simpler, or get someone. I guess I'm not going. Welcome new people. Carol, hello Carol. Illustrations. Oh, Trom is visual illustrating. Okay, thank you very much there, La Luna, for that. Kelly Sadek, or Shadek. Hello, Kelly. Electra, g'day, Electra. We got Katie Coyne, hello. Good to see you back. Love your last painting. Thank you very much. These are some old paintings I've just put up in the background today. And also I want people to know that my paintings are available for purchase. All right. And if you're watching the replay, there are links in the description below. I will put them in later on through this show if people want to click on the links live, and this is a super chat as well, so if you want to support my content in this super chat, hit that little grey $ down where you write your comments anyway. And while we're still waiting for a few people to come into the room, I will put the links in the description below, so as people, where are my video, so as people can click on them if they need to. Angela Young, hello Angela Young. Okay, everyone's, oh, it's French for fool the eye. Okay, thank you very much. Well, I'll be interested in seeing your work there, Gonzo, when you get into that. Now, bear with me a minute. I'll shrink that down. I'll just get my YouTube links up here, and I'll copy and paste them into the section there. And where are we? So we're here. I'll bring that one up and I'll edit it. I'll just have a mouthful of my coffee while we're waiting, and then we'll really get onto it. We'll really get on that seat and start pedaling, eh? All right, let's take me 2 seconds. Copy, paste, save. Now, if you're watching this, I've just put the links there, but they will not show up on your page unless you refresh it. Then they'll be there, all right? Okay, now let's get back to here. Facebook, I can close that, otherwise I'll be getting notifications from there. All right, I've got to forward fast that back up to there. Okay, so we've got a couple of donations already. Thank you very much. We've got Angela Young, just like this. Let's support Ian out. That's what she says. Thank you very much, Angela Young. And Yamaha has sent in a donation as well. Learned a new word today, scrumble. Yes, we all learn something new every day, don't we, Katie Coyne? Ian, I have missed you. I've missed all of the people here too. Amazing people. Thank you very much, Gonzo. It's a bit of a family unit, isn't it? We get familiar with everybody, and it's great. Thank you very much, Ange and Yamaha there. Eve, I'm just like to know what time you start this and how many times you do it, Eve Cornelius. This, if you're talking about this Friday night live show, I do this time every week. Friday night live, 9 p.m. New York time. So work that out in your capital city what time it is. And I try and do it every week. Some weeks it might be missed out. Thank you very much, Michael DeBoris. DeBall. Yeah, I've got a Brojos. Thank you very much for your donation there, Michael. Very much appreciated. So it's every week. Sometimes, like I said, it might be missed out a week here or there, but generally every week. How about some dry brush blending lessons? Yes, well, like I said in the links below, there's a link to all my videos on YouTube, and you'll be, if you are following my work and you're interested in what I do, give yourself the time to go and just see all my videos, not watch everyone, but just scroll down, go to the playlist there, and you can just see what different subjects and content I have, and you'll be surprised. I would have things there that you probably are looking for, because there are a lot of people coming on board and asking me, can you do a video on this and a video on that? But I've already done it, and they're in my video catalog there. So check out my playlist on my YouTube channel and scroll down to your heart's content, and you will see so many helpful things. I've done ones on brushes, blending brushes, the retarder, the flow white paint. Okay, hello from Chicago, says Maria. G'day, Maria. How are you? Marie Callis. Thank you very much, Marie. Either get a notification, you will then get notified. Yes, you need to subscribe to my channel and hit the little notification bell next to it. Hit that. When you hit that, and if you are signed into your YouTube account on your phone, if you're not signed in, it won't work, but if you are signed into your YouTube account on your phone, and when I post a video up, you'll get a little ding notification saying Ian's just up to something there. Hello, says Yamaha to Marla. Michael, Dobro as good in Goss. as in guess. First to arrive, last to leave. Okay, Dobro. Debro. I'll call you Michael Debro. How's that, Michael? You'll know who I mean then. Okay, thank you very much for that. Scott McDonald, greetings from Virginia. God, some of your American names, they can slip you up, I tell you what. Cracker Box, hit the thumbs up. Yeah, we've got 12 thumbs up there and we've got 62 people. Where's the rest of you? Well, let's take that moment right now. Stop down there and hit the thumbs up. It's that easy, all right? And have a mouthful of your coffee at the same time. Peggy, thank you very much, Peggy. You're a darling. Cyber hugs and kisses to all those other people that just sent me donations. And there's one for you, Peggy. Cyber hugs and kisses for you for your donation there. Thank you very, very much. We've got a few before that, and then we're going to start getting on with everything. Eden, New South Wales is windy and cloudy. Michael, not Michael. Michelle, not Michael. Oh, sorry, Michelle. See, I get a lot of those Michaels, Michelles. There's few names that do trip you up. Peggy Easter, thank you very much, Peggy. You've just made a donation, and that is much appreciated. I love the painting I purchased, you folks. Please consider buying his work, says Marilyn Lynch. Thank you very much. Yes, Marilyn Lynch has bought 1 or 2 paintings of mine, and people are giving me good feedback saying the quality, the way they look in real life, they are very happy with them. So you'll have to buy one just to experience that yourself. And I am fixed on your black and white painting, still can't blend. Well, that takes a bit of practice there, Carol. Do remember that art requires practice. A lot of the great artists, I'm pretty sure you'll find they practice quite a lot to get to where they were. Carol Neese, thank you very much, Carol Neese. Carol Neese has just made a donation on this super chat here, along with Peggy Esther. I'll go through the others as well. Peggy, there was Michelle DeBrose, and Yamaha and Angel Jackson. They've all made donations in this super chat. They're supporting my content as this show is going to air. And once again, another one just came through from Crackerbox. Cyber hugs and kisses to all. Okay, found you last week looking for directions on lighting, hoping live tonight. I think I bumped myself. Okay there, Carol. Yamaha, Ian's paintings look so amazing in person, well worth the purchase. There you go. Yamaha has purchased a few of mine, and that's great to hear. Good feedback. Now that one's Michael. Shirley, enjoy your videos, first time live watcher. Thank you very much, Michael. Well, I hope you enjoy the show, all right? And like I said, this is once a week, most times. I get questions coming through on my art group page. There is a link below for my art group page. If you're not a member of that, hit the link and request to join. Get familiar with the admin there. And there's also an announcement there. It helps to get familiar with that and read what goes on in there, because that sometimes gets updated every now and then. Now, in these live shows, I like to acknowledge my patrons. I have a patron page. You'll see the link in the description below. And between every show, new patrons that come on, I like to acknowledge those people, okay, and give them a bit of a shout out. So, Don Lewis, Christy Brazil, I've just got Kim here, and Mary Angels Martini. They are new people that just jumped on board my Patreon platform, and they are supporting my online content there. Thank you very much. Cyber hugs and kisses to you all there. And that was Don Lewis, Christy Brazil, Kim, and Marie Angels Martini. Thank you very much. And a couple of paintings that were sold in the last fortnight. I want to thank Marilyn Lynch and Angel Jackson. They support me by buying some of my art, so thank you very much. Plenty of cyber hugs and kisses to you too, my darlings. What have we got? We've got some more stuff going on up here. Keep the Guru painting, says, okay, I've read that. I hope. Yes, I can talk about my brushes. I've got one here. Just let me grab one. I don't have my own brushes, but brushes I use. You virtually watch my videos and you can see what I use. But I'm using these ones from the hardware store, the Depot store, okay? If you're looking for one, I normally go like that, and if it's too soft, to me, it's no good. What's going on here? And a lot of my videos where I am blending, I'm trying to explain, just I'm tapping on and off like this as I'm blending. You're watching it and you might just think I'm just going like this, but I'm really going like this, is slowing down, tapping and manipulating that paint. But in the painting, it just might look like I'm going like that, okay? And I do explain that in a lot of my videos. Heather Nicole, good day, mate. Just thought, how do you store all your tubes of paint? They're just laid out on my table everywhere now. So when I'm doing live paintings lately, and you can see them in the live shows. Watch the last live video I just did of a painting, and yeah, they're just strewn out all over the table like a good artist mess. Similar colours. How do you squeeze out your paint on the tube? I squeeze it out. A good way to squeeze it out so your lids don't get all snotty and gummed up, you squeeze it out and rub the tube flat, so you're cutting the paint off it, and then your lid's clean, you're putting it on there. But if you just squeeze it out and bits of dribbly and you're putting your cap back on, it can cause that area to get all plugged up and your lids get very tight on there. Colleen May, does more expensive paints really work better? The quality of your paints do make a difference. I'm using Atelier paints. I love that brand. It works for me. It might not work for somebody else. We all have different habits and styles. So find a paint, a good quality paint, and find one that works with you. You got to find brushes that work with you. It isn't just a matter of what he's using or what she is using, I will use. You got to experiment, because you are an individual person and an artist, okay? And you will work and think differently. And with your brushes, you need to sit down and have a relationship with them and find out how they're going to work for you, and know what brush you can use in every painting. And the same with the quality of paint though, but do have a good quality paint, and a good quality surface makes a difference as well. Oh yes, there we go. Antonio Pompa. They bought my Wolf and the Red Parrot painting. Remarkable paintings. Yes, they were a couple of my favourites. I was quite surprised. They took a while to go, but I'm glad somebody purchased those. And in my opinion, this eye is quite a beautiful painting close up. Sometimes, to me, I feel I do a great one, but people are buying something that I thought I didn't think would be so successful or popular. So it just goes to show how diverse and different we are in our minds of thinking. Maria Perez, thank you very much, my darling. Cyber hugs and kisses to you. You just got a donation from Maria Perez. Higher end paints get better results, says Yamaha. She's just saying that to Colleen. Carol. If you can't find a brand in your capital city there, Carol Niece, everything is available online. Just remember that. Look for the product online and go and search, and you can buy it and add it to your cart there, okay? It doesn't have to be in your capital city to buy it. And be patient. Sometimes it is nice to walk into a brick and mortar shop, find a product, touch it, feel it, want it, and buy it. But a lot of times we need to go online and buy things as well. And remember, be patient with your art journey, okay? Setting yourself up, understanding different things, brushes and paints, canvases and surfaces like that. Does Steve try to steal your brushes? No, Steve sort of, he's quite mature adult now. He sort of knows my behaviour, and the only time he'll come and bother me is when he's rubbing up against my legs and wanting a feed. But no, he's pretty good. God bless him. Can I put black in the tube? Cracker. I can put black in the tubes. Lol. I can put paint back into the tubes. Oh, can you, Cracker Box? I can't. Some tubs you can, but I've never been able to. I mean, I've had the plastic tubes where you create a bubble and you suck it back up like that. That's the only way I've been able to do that. I don't know if anyone else can put paint back into tubes. Thank you very much, was Lena. Just saying I'll give good, clear instructions. Thank you very much. Karen Parker, golden paints and latex are comparable to Atelier. Hello everybody, says Karen Parker. Hello Karen Parker, cyber hugs and kisses to you, my darling. Yes, so she's just saying she's in the States and she uses Liquitex and Golden, and they're on the same par as like what I'm using here in Australia, Atelier, or sometimes I use Matisse. So yes, good quality paints make a big difference. We've got a few people here asking questions, so I've got to stick with that. We've got 62 people watching there. Did you paint as a child, says Goodness? No, I never. I was only doing lead pencil, graphite drawings. I just started my painting journey in 2012, okay? But my artistic abilities helped me out within my mind there to get me where I am today, I'm pretty sure of it. But I also did a lot of stubborn practicing because a lot of things weren't working for me and it was very frustrating for me. So I practiced and practiced, and I'm still practicing every day, and I'm learning off people way up the ladder and people way down as beginners, okay? Hi Karen, says Crackerbox. He started in 2012, says Crackerbox. Is short for laugh out loud. LOL is short for laugh out loud, Ian. Yes, I know that. Marilyn Lynch, you cheeky lady. Sometimes I act like I don't know things, eh? Angela Young, Marilyn, he does know. It's just funny. He says, okay, there we go. Angela's is onto it. Very awesome. Thumbs up, please. Everybody watching. Yeah, we had a few thumbs up. A few more people can hit the thumbs up. Good stuff. And if you've got a decent group of friends on your social media, share this onto your page there as well, and they might want to be able to follow the same journey you're doing as well. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Okay, so what I'd like to do, we've got some questions that came through during the week, and any questions you have, you want to get to me, simply write it down so you won't forget. Next time you're on Facebook, send it to Ange Young. She's one of the admins in my art group page, and she'll get it to me and it'll come out in the next Friday Night Live Q&A. Okay, and this one is from Dan Katura. I have a question that might be good for his next Friday Night Live show. What is the best way to do a cityscape to get the buildings straight, a ruler or take them off? Or sometimes, or something else other than freehand. So obviously you don't want to do the straight lines freehand. I was going to bring it in and I forgot. You need a stick. Have you seen the bullshit stick I have in my videos? It's like a square stick. You can use something like that. And I have it set up in a way. Hang on a minute, will you? Hey, Reese, are you there? Reese! No, I could have got him. He was just in the kitchen, but he's not there. I could have got him to get it. Hopefully he'll come in before the show, and because I was supposed to bring that in and show it. But it's a stick, it's a square stick, and you can lay that up and use that to paint straight lines. That's the way I would do it, but there's probably 101 different other artists that can show you other ways as well, okay? So there are different ways, and you can tape it off if you're painting in layers and it's acrylic and everything's dry as you go. So that was for Dan Katura. Good question, Kate. There was a question there from Kate. What did Kate? Any tips on how to prevent bleeding through masking tape? Yes, it's the quality of the masking tape, because different tapes work differently, and like I said, get familiar with your paints and brushes. If you find you are going to use tape quite a bit, go and get some different rolls and work out what's best for you. And normally if you've taped an area of your canvas, you want to paint over the edge, not into it, because painting into it can cause it more force to go under and bleed. Okay, so if anything, paint with or over it. And the quality of tape, you would see the difference in different qualities of tape. I double side my tape over, turn it back to front on itself on my canvases and stick it to my board. And that is a very high tack, meaning a very sticky tape. The ones I use when I'm just taping up the horizon line, it's a masking tape as well, but it's very low tack. Okay, and if it's a bit too tacky, sometimes you can press it against your cloth to dull it down, and it'll sit there, and when you're painting, it'll just float off. I wish I could put the paint back in the tube. Saves a lot of mess, says Michelle Dobros. Yes, it would be, wouldn't it? Sometimes they're starting to put paints in tubs now, which is great. You knife it out and you can knife it back in your tub once you're finished. Betty Morgan, Ian, I have asked before, do you varnish your pictures? Yes, I do. Well, when I know they're 100% finished, I varnish them. I spray varnish them in a gloss varnish. The gloss varnish isn't glossy as you would expect it to be because it is a bit duller when it goes onto the acrylic paint. So I do get a gloss. If you're after a satin finish, get yourself a gloss, because if you've got a satin finish, it'll probably go a bit flat, matte. Okay, they tone down a bit once they're sprayed on the acrylic paints. I've found that anyway. I do varnish them when they're finished. When I've sold a painting, that's varnished before it's sold as well and mailed out. I use a washi tape, says Christine Smith. I'm not sure. I'm not artist, but loved it, find it so relaxing. Very good, Colleen May. That's it. Art is good food for the mind. It can condition your mind and get you out of a stressful area or things like that. It's very great for the mind. And yeah, it's a beautiful food for your mind as well, art, okay? I've got another question here from Dina Jordan. Good morning, Ange. Thought it'll probably... I have a question for Ian to use in his Friday Night Live. I'm struggling to find a good blending brush. Either that I'm struggling to blend or the brush I use is synthetic. I'll get from my local DIY shop. I'm in the UK. Every time I try to blend or other things, I feel like the paint is being scratched about by my canvas instead of blending. Where am I going wrong? Depending on how you want to blend, there's soft blending brushes like makeup brushes people use, or there's these type that I use. You need to put a coloured surface down, and let's just say a white, and practice blending. You need to sit there and practice actual blending, and you can work out different, like tap, tap, and like this, or just swirl, swirl, using the corner, using the whole face of the surface and manipulating it and creating turmoil. You need to go to your hardware store. I pick these house painting brushes up. They're normally a 2-inch, a 50mm, and I blend with those, and they work for me. Anyone that's watched my videos, you see how I blend with those. And it revolves a bit of sitting down and practicing. It's like if you're if you want to ride a motorbike, you've got to learn how to ride a motorbike. You can't just get on it and expect to ride it. It's the same with a lot of procedures in art. I'm not saying everyone's a bit of a dummy, but a lot of us do think, I just want to paint, I want to paint a full painting. If you want to get somewhere with it, it just takes that time to realise, well, I've got to learn, I've got to practice and teach myself. What's going on here? Something's going on here. There we go. Let's hopefully, is the show going all right? Yes, there we go. So you need to practice your blending and find a brush that you want to blend with. These ones are not as scratchy as the gesso type brushes you get from the art shop. These ones are a bit more softer, I find. So you need to practice that, Dina Jordan. Thanks everyone. Guess I need to keep practicing with different masking tape. Yes, you do. Michelle, I've been painting 2 to 3 weeks, all with Ian, and I'm so stoked to have found the guru. Thank you very much, Michelle. Hi, cyber hugs and kisses for you. Christine Smith, I just low tape craft tape, comes in small different sizes. It has designs on it, but works great. There you go. Christine Smith uses low tape craft. What was it? Craft. Tape. It comes in little small packages, and sometimes it's got pretty little colours on it. She uses that. Scotch tape is pretty good. Scotch tape can give you a really sharp edge when you're peeling it off. And there's another thing you might not think. Practice peeling the tape off. There is a right way and a wrong way to peel tape off, because where's the tape? I can just show you this. It's a little thing. Oh, I knew I put the wrong dispenser here. I'll pull that out of there. Get out of there, you. Okay. I will show you a right way and a wrong way, because there's, I mean, I've spray painted cars in my day. I sort of got sense on how paints behave, the science behind them. Okay, this is just some Scotch tape here. I'm going to show you. It's no rush. What else we got there? I actually think you teach better than the old Bob Ross. Oh no, I probably don't teach better. I just teach differently. That's all. We're not better or worse. We're just different people. Mahuha from Pasay City, Philippines. G'day, Ariel Santos. Thank you very much. Okay, you can't see this tape because it's what do you call it? It's doesn't matter. It's clear, but I've run out of masking tape. Now you have your tape. Let's just say this is your canvas. That's just Marilyn Lynch and Angel Jackson's name there. They're people that bought my paintings last week. That's what I write on my little prompt cards. But anyway, you've painted, let's just say you've got this on the border of your painting, okay? 9 times out of the 10, the paint's starting to dry before you're peeling it off. Now, if you peel it off, where's it? Here we go. Where are we? If you're peeling it off away from the painting, because the paint is starting to dry, it can have a skin, depending on your paints. Everyone's paints are different, so it might work for some, it might not work for others. It's having a skin, and it's like you're going to be separating that skin from the tape and the painting. So what you need to do, you need to use the tape to cut the painting, if you know what I mean. So watch this. I've got this virtually bent back. Let's just say this side is where the painting is, and it's got a bit of a skin over the paint now. I bend it back, pull it this way, and hopefully you can see that tape. I should have used a masking tape. And that is cutting the paint along the edge where the tape is hitting the paint, and it will not tear it, okay? That's a procedure you would need to practice as well if you're going to tape your edges of your paintings up a lot, okay? Practice working out how to peel it off and what way it's going to work for you, so when you do peel it off, and be familiar with that as well. I read that one. Hello, Ian, Florida here, says Mariro54. Thank you for joining us, Mariro54. Hi, Ian. Sarah Chandler from Alaska. How do I send money to help support your channel? There is a super chat $ down, just right where you write your, where are we? Oh, this side. Right where you're writing your comment there, you'll see the little grey $ super chat. You hit that, and you can type in the amount you'd like to support me with, whether it's $1 or $1 million, all right? It's up to you how generous you want to be, but that's where you do it there. Or if you're watching the replay, there is a link in the description below. It's called a donate PayPal link. You hit that, and you'll need a PayPal account, of course, and you can send a donation through there. And that's another thing. I get donations throughout the week as well, and I always like to acknowledge those people because it's very important. Okay, you've helped me out a lot, and I'd like to acknowledge you people. Down towards the bottom, there'll be a few people there that are helping you out. Bev Sellers, I missed you last week. I'm glad you're here this week, Bev Sellers. Cyber hugs and kisses to you, my darling. 20 years in Arkerridge. Hello, Sarah. I lived 20 years in Arkerridge. All right, so I want to, these people gave me some donations through the week through my PayPal account, and it wasn't through the super chat. I just got these through the week, and I wrote their names down because I want to acknowledge them. There was a Gary Moore, a person by the name of Years Gone By, Sarah, oh no, not Sarah, Lara Scott, and a Larry, is it Larry? Did I write? I can't read my writing. A Larry Grenier. Those people sent donations through to me during the week. They supported my content by hitting the PayPal link there. There we go. We've got Sarah Chandler. She's just sent in a donation there. Cyber hugs and kisses to you, my darling. Thank you for your support very much. Were you the one that was... Oh yeah, you found it. Good stuff. You were the one that was looking for that. I was talking about brushes. Yes, I use the ones from the hardware store, okay? Long story short, with your art journey, if you're having trouble, you've got brushes, you've got paints, You've got surfaces such as your canvases or canvas papers. You've got hardware such as knives, masking tape, pounces, whatever. Give yourself a day. Pretend you're in uni and educate yourself. Give yourself a day. Put everything out on the table and write them down what they are, and then work out how every individual thing is going to work for you, and practice how to use those things. Watch people like me and others, and when you see us doing something you like, there's something to practice. It might take 6 months of practice just to get one painting, but a lot of people, as we love to, like to paint a full-blown painting straight away. We like to start at the top of the ladder instead of the bottom. That's just the way we are, but that's okay. But it's good to practice, okay? 30 years lived here. What city are you in, Sarah? Yes, I did, Ian. Thanks, love. Thank you very much. Wasilla. Okay. What else did we have here? Got another question here from the lovely Beverly Sowers. Sawards. I'm just hoping I'm pronouncing that right, my darling. Is it too late for a question? Never too late for a question. I want him to tell us what is the best lighting to paint by. Natural light from a window, halogen, iridescent, bright, dim, if you get where I'm coming from. I find myself, like I said before, we're all different people, we're different individuals, we obviously have different eyesight, and it will depend on your eyesight. I find if I'm inside, whether it's day or night, if I've got a fluorescent light on, that's those gas tube lights, I find they work great for me. Sometimes filtered light is you've got a curtain open and you're letting the natural light come through. That might help for some people as well, but it can cast shadows. So you can try different lights there, Beverly, and work out where the light's coming from. And if it's casting shadows on everything, or just a light from above would cast the less shadow, adopt those lightings for yourself, okay? But it also will depend on your eyesight, I feel. So we're all going to... I like fluoro lights. Some people might think, well, no, I don't. Filtered light works better for me, or something like that, okay? Angela Young, Beverly, I'm just a beginner, so I watched the video a few times before I painted it. Why is my display... Hang on, I'm losing stuff here. Sorry. There we go. It's not playing live for me properly for some reason. I'm losing the thing. Okay, that was from Beverly Sowers. Okay, hopefully that answered your question the way you were hoping it to be answered. Don't forget to give him the thumbs up button, says Peggy. Thank you very much, Peggy. Cyber hugs and kisses to you, my darling. Yes, I'm having issues with overhead lights. Okay, so try yourself out some filtered light, or a different type of light source, whether it's a bulb light or those other ones that you were mentioning there in your question there. You had halogen lights, iridescent, bright or dim. You're just going to have to work out what would work for you and use that. Yeah, Angela Young's just telling Christine there. I usually state that in the beginning of my videos. If you're a beginner, you don't know what I'm painting until the end of the video, so it does pay to watch the whole video, and maybe a couple of times, and if there's something you need to practice in that video, learn and practice it, and then go and paint it. But watch the video a few times to get familiar with what I'm up to and what's going to be painted, and if there are any mistakes, you know not to put that bit into your painting. I'm having terrible trouble with waves and keeping the horizon line straight, says Sarah. That can be an issue, keeping your horizon lines straight, because if they go crooked, it kind of makes your painting look bent and crooked as well. And keeping everything level and straight is important. Get yourself a stick. I really hope it's Reese out there. I'll try and get his attention. I need that stick in here to help you people with some explaining here. Thank you, Bruce. We'll try that out. Thank you very much. Try a T-square, says Cracker Box. Yes, it's my bullshit stick is pretty much a homemade T-square. Do you have any tips for improving my clouds, says Brendan? I get so frustrated with them because they don't look as fluffy or have as much dimension as yours. Any tips? Well, my clouds took me many years to get to where they are and a lot of practicing. And I don't know how long you've been painting for there, Brendan, but if you've just started out, or you need to practice more, watch some of the clouds that I'm doing and practice more, okay? The worst thing you can do would be to watch too many different ways to paint clouds, because you'll just jam your mind up with too many ideas and you won't know where to go. You need to stick with one style. So when you're painting a sky and that sky's got clouds in it, you're not putting the clouds in that picture in your painting, you're putting your clouds into that painting, okay? So adopt a style, stick with it, master it and practice it, and over time they will get better looking in your eyes, okay? Practice, 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 says Crackerbox. There it is. It just comes down to that P word, practice. That's all it is. How about waves? Any tips on them? That's another thing with waves. It's knowing where to put the light and the dark colours before you add the white and the scrumbling effects to it to create that wave. Even sometimes I get tripped up on it and I'm putting the dark in the wrong spot. But it's knowing where to put those darks and lights, and that's practice again. The art group page, I love what's happening there. Everyone's supporting each other. Any content that's going in there that shouldn't be is always removed. Get familiar with the admin people there, and any questions, ask them, and they're more than happy to help you out, or even other people that see your questions are happy to help you out as well. So don't be shy of that. And you know what, I love it when I'm seeing the artists putting pictures of themselves with their work as well. We get to see the people behind their artwork. It's fantastic. Now I've got to get up there and see. I think it says 42. It's hard to tell how long it's going for. Does it tell you on here? No, it doesn't, eh? Can you hold up the lower picture of the wave? Okay. This was done a while ago. When did I do this one? This is number 177. So what's Marilyn Inch saying? Can you hold the picture up? Okay, can you hold the picture up of the wave? Okay, I'm holding it up. Now what? There you go, my darling. I know you want to have a look. It's just a slapping wave. Slap! Bang onto the shore there, all right? And it's some sort of a sunsetting sky. This is tutorial number 177. And it's called Ocean Sunset, I've called it, painted by Ian Harris. See on the back there, I'll put a bit of a label. Now I'm adding the month and the year as well. Some of the earlier stuff has got the views over so many views. Some of them have got hundreds of thousands of views, and some of them just have tens of thousands of views, and some of them just have a couple of thousands of views. It ranges from the, what would you call it? I suppose the subject. This one is tutorial 93. See, I've written on this one. This one only has about 8,000 views, painted by Ian Harris. I'll show you this one. It was just showing people, this is for a beginner or advanced beginner. Believe it or not, you can paint it. You practice using your things and you can paint it. Follow this tutorial. It's just a simple black and white eye with a blue pupil or iris or whatever you call that blue coloured bit. I had trouble remembering what they were in the video, the pupil, the iris, the, you know, that's a very good painting. This one is one of my really earlier ones. This one is 108. I didn't put the month on there. And you can see the difference the way I've progressed with my clouds. Now, back in the day, if anything, my clouds just looked like a flat hand on the painting, where now they've got a bit of dimension coming at you. I'm going to get to some questions in a minute. So you can see with these clouds here how they're still all right, but they're flat. See what I mean? They've got no yumminess to them, I feel. But they're still great. And I've just put a bit of a girl to the side. It's a beach scene. A bit of a palm tree element there. Someone commented on this saying it looked like a holiday, real estate holiday area, or some sort of advertising post. And when I looked at it, I thought, yeah, it does, you know. It's the way different people look at things. It's amazing. What do we have up here? Where do I upload pictures I've painted? You can, if you're on my, if you want me to see them, or you can upload them on your Facebook page or my group. That's what my art group, Indianapolis Art Network, is all about. It's about uploading your artwork there and for everybody else to see and enjoy and comment about. And if you ever want critiquing, ask for it. Anybody, we're all starting to learn, never give critiquing unless it's asked for, because it can offend people. Now here's a picture from Sharon Blankenship. She sent me this in during the week. If you ever want me to show some of your paintings in my Friday night live shows, in a message, send me the photo and just say, I am a patron of yours, Ian. Here is a painting I want you to show in your next live show. But it's only available for the patrons of mine. All right. Here's a one that Sharon Blankenship just sent in through the week. It's on glass, sorry, for the iPad. So sorry about that. That's the only way I can show it. And yes, so thank you, Sharon Blankenship, for that. That's the only one that came through during the week. Some people know of it, some people don't know of it. So I don't get a lot of them come in, but sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So Michelle, you can upload your pictures on my art group page if you are a member. And if you are not a member, some of the admin are here now, and when they see your request to join, they will approve of you. Lovely. Looks really hard, the eye. There you go. Watch the video and you'll be surprised how easy it is if you've done a bit of practicing and you're not too eager. If you want to practice, you can do it. It's not hard. It's just a matter of being patient and practicing as well. You might already have the practicing ready for that, and when you watch the video, you can just click your fingers and go, I've got this, man, and you paint along with me. You can play the video, pause it, paint in your own time, and then unpause it and carry on. That's what they're designed for, how to use my tutorials, and a lot of others as well. Wow, how awesome. Great job, Sharon, well done. Thank you, Ange. I needed more help mixing colours, like making different greens and greys. There you go, Christine Smith. I have a video in my catalogue there, understanding your greens. If you can take some time when you have time and check my playlist out and look for ones there where I've got one, understanding your greens, and I'm showing you how to mix different colours, how to get the light, the darkers, what different colours make different greens, and adding that dead browny stick colour to it makes a difference. I'll just show you what I mean. Oh, well, don't pull that away, Ian. I nearly pulled my microphone out. This is one I did a while ago, but if you can see the foliage, see I've got these browns, they make a difference in your greens. You see, it's just not a loud green. They make a difference, just for beginners to learn. And understanding your greens shows you that, okay? Let me just put that back up there so the cat won't sit on it if they come in. Just got to make sure I didn't pull that out. Needed more help mixing greens. Ian, I sent you, Heather Nicole, I sent into your Facebook 4 pictures. We'll resend for next week. Oh, did you really? When did you do that, my dear? I'll just have a quick look anyway while we're here, but if they're there, then I can show them right now. You send them in my Facebook, and that's Heather Nicole. Yeah, where are we? Go back there. Where are we? There. Heather Nicole. So bear with me a minute. We'll just see if we can find Heather Nicole's paintings, because she sent me some during the week, and forgive me if I've missed them. Oh, I better... There we go, Heather Nicole. So many. Good evening, hope you're... Oh, yes, here we go. Well, no worries, Heather. These are from Heather Nicole, and I can show these. So I'll go on one there. And which way do I got to scroll it? That way. Okay. So we've got like a... I'll just show you. Okay, let's get this there. So these are Heather Nicole's that came in as well. Sorry about that. I've missed them. Forgive me, I do get a few questions. So she's obviously got a farm, cattle... What's this one now? See, I haven't looked at them yet, so I don't know. Looks like a snow scene. I'm looking in the reflection of a mirror in the camera here. This is Heather Nicole's art. There was 4 of them. This is the 3rd one. What's that one? See, I should have looked. Oh, that looks like some trees. What are those trees called again? I know the name of it. I just can't get it off the tip of my tongue. Oh, that's a beautiful one there. When looking in the mirror there, let me have a look at that. Beautiful sky and a mountain. That's beautiful. Heather Nicole's paintings there. Thank you very much for those, Heather. Sorry I missed them. I do get a lot of questions during the, not questions, but messages during the week, and it's very hard to keep up with them. And the only way I can do is sometimes just send them a thumbs up to let them know that I've read their message, okay? Very nice, Heather. Birch trees, that's it. Birch trees, those birch trees, yeah. I used to watch Wilson Bickford paint birch trees when I was learning. Reese, can you please grab my bullshit stick? I need it badly. I was trying to get your attention before. Okay, we're going to get that stick here. All right, birch trees, thank you very much, Anthony Gray. Those of you who aren't familiar with Anthony Gray, check him out. He's called Grayscale Paintings. He's got a YouTube channel and he teaches beginners. He paints a totally different method than me, but it's probably stuff that you can use in your art journey as well. So check him out. And also a Chrissy's Canvas Art. They are members in my art group page, and I'd like to give a shout out to them. And if you're not familiar with them, look them up. Chrissy's Canvas Art and Grayscale Paintings. They teach beginners as well. They're lovely people and they're so easy to learn from as well. They're not intimidating and they're wonderful. So get to know them as well. All right, Kelly Shattuck, very nice. Heather, gorgeous, nice. Hello, Bev. Thank you very much. Right, I'll get onto this in a minute. I've watched Chrissy and Bruce this morning. Good fun to watch. Good stuff. Now, a square stick is virtually a stick, a T-square, This is a square, it's 90 degrees, and you virtually, the upright on it has to be 90 degrees, okay? 90 degrees there. So you make a T-square. Now, this works, if you've seen my setup, I have my board screwed to my easel, and then that board's obviously painted black for filming purposes, and I put my canvas on there level with the square. If it's crooked, my lines are going to be crooked. I put that on level. And you'll see I have, where are we? Oh, here. We have a screw. So what that does, and where are we? We've got something here, here's my photograph board. I'll use this as an example. Let's say this is on my easel. That screw, you'll see, I put that against the board there. Where are we? And that screw keeps the stick off the board, and in that area, that's where the painting is actually sitting, okay? And you can lay this stick, excuse me a minute, up your canvas or across your canvas. And if you need to, you can just hold it on an angle if you need to. And once that's pulled against the edge, you're virtually only holding this edge here. You don't have to sort of hang on to it for dear life and hope for the best. That's pulled against it, and you're just holding that end there. And then you're using this to rest on. And I use it for putting lines on. People have seen me use it, okay? And why I call it a bullshit stick, it just gives that bullshit effect. And for those people who aren't familiar with what a bullshit effect is, it's just like, this allows you to do those bits of detail that you can't do freehand. And if someone's looking at a painting and instead of going, oh yeah, that's quite nice, the bullshit effect is, instead of them saying, yeah, it's quite nice, it just looks so much better that they're standing back and going, bullshit, you did that? That's what this stick is all about. That's why I call it a bullshit stick, but they do have a proper name, I'm sure of it. But that word, it's not a rude word. It is a rude word if you say it the wrong way or yell it or scream it, but I'm just using it in a polite word, okay, in a polite way. So make yourself one of them. It doesn't have to look exactly like that, but so long as it's got the same principles. A screw to keep it hovering off the board, 90 degrees square to go against your board on your easel. But it'll only work, you can use it on a painting itself if you don't have a board, but it works better if you have a board on your easel and then you're painting on the board. If not too professional, how did the doc appointment go on the other day? Katie Coyne, Yamaha, oh, want your job. Bev Sowers wants Yamaha's job. Katie Coyne. I'm fine, Katie Coyne. I'm fine. This is not all about, I'm fine. It's not all about my health here. It's about art. All right. Sorry about that. But No, I'm very fine, but thank you for your concern, Katie. I watch it a lot when it gets stressful. Just being him going on about his video makes me happy. Thank you very much, Yamaha. Michelle, wow, Heather, they are good. There we go. I agree. Very nice. Christine Ties. Teray. D. Fowlers. Hello, D. Fowlers. Love your style. Great paintings. Thank you very much. Tressa Gross or Gross. Do you paint the board black before every painting or new board put on your can? No, I paint it. I've got black gesso, so after every painting, obviously you see the paint going all over it and gets messed up. And I virtually, when I'm going to film another video, I've got to prepare everything, clean the easel, and I repaint that board black again, so it just looks fresh and new for the next video, and that your eyes aren't getting sidetracked by paint on the side. I mean, some people do leave theirs messy and grubby, but I like to keep it clean and black for every video, so your eyes can just concentrate on the painting itself. And sometimes I can do demos on the side of it there, on the black surface. All right, so yes, that is a T-square stick, bullshit stick, whatever you want to call it, stick. And make it long enough to go way across your board, okay? But it's important to put that on there, that screw, so it keeps it hovering off the surface and your painting sits underneath there and it's not actually sitting on your painting. And that person who asked about cityscapes, how can I get level cityscapes? This is something you can use as well. And you can just, you put your brush against it, hold it on the angle, and you can't go wrong. It just gives you bullshit precision. Okay, what else do we have here? Put that over there. How many people have got here? 65. Is this still loading properly now? That's going great. Thank you very much. Who's got there? It's called in the US a T-square, says Peggy Easter. Yeah, they do have proper names. They even have just a straight stick with a foam ball on the end that you lean against it and you can lean on like that as well. They've got a proper name as well. But this one can work the same way. And when you've got a tool like that, there's another thing it'll take to practice how to use it for yourself the best way. Don't watch someone and think the way they're using it, it's the way you've got to. Everyone is different in their way. Work out how it'll work for you, how you can use it for yourself. I thank you very much, Teresa Gross. She's just telling me she's learnt so much from me. That's good feedback. I love to hear that. And that's what my channel's all about, helping people. I was helped before I started my YouTube channel. And it's good to give that back to other people as well. And that's what this show is all about. It's where you can get at me a bit more personal and put your questions here or throughout the week, and I'll address them as best as I can. Obviously, the more people in the room, it's hard to keep up with every question. I do notice some people's questions do get missed out. I'm sorry about that, but that's just how it is. But I like to try and acknowledge everybody as I can. Excuse me. I love the blue and purples you use. My goal is to use your videos to get my clouds better looking. Good stuff, Janine Jones. Glug, glug, glug. Birch trees. Cracker box. Someone's talking about birch trees. Any more questions here? How long have we been? It looks like it's back to front. Oh, here, we've got another mirror here so I can look at it this way. Oh, where are we? No, that's going to be back to front as well. I think it's 59. 59 minutes. I've got to look at the time on my phone because on my screen here, I'm just watching it the way I used to. Like I could say, where are we? I can write something. Let's see if it works. Do you ever pour, or is that a no-no? Do you, I've learned so much from it. Ever do paint pours, or is that a no-no? I'm just going to say, who's Kathy? G'day, Kathy. G'day, Kathy. See, there we go. Yeah, so I'm just watching it on this screen here, the way yous are watching it now. But my phone there is doing the actual recording, and that's got the data on it. So that's why I have to look all the way over there. Do you pour? Is that a no-no? No, I don't pour. I don't. It's not a no-no. It's just a different type of art. I'm not a great fan of it. I don't hate it, but it's just something that doesn't grab my attention. I'd rather physically grab a brush and paint, design something, do that. I'm not quite attracted to the pouring, but obviously a lot of people are, and I'm not saying I don't like it. It's just something I'm not attracted to as much as actual art itself, paintings themselves with a brush. Okay, Michelle, everyone's just saying good night to Yamaha. Obviously it's late for her, she's going to bed. Oh my, it's only 10 p.m. over there on a Friday night and going to bed already. Golly. There was something else I was going to say, but I've forgotten now. Anyway, it'll come to me. Join the art group and your questions to me will be answered so you don't miss out there. Oh, what Angela's just telling you, when you join the art group, any questions you want to get to me for the next show, you can send them to her. Do you think if one of us can send you a picture, you think you can do a painting of it? I've had people send me pictures, and not all of them get used in. They're not all of them as what I would use in my channel. So I don't like to offend everybody. So if your paintings never do get used, or your picture, I don't feel offended. It's just a subject I wouldn't use in there. And but some people have had something that's right up my alley to put on my channel, and I've used it. So either it'll suit my channel in my opinion or not, and if it does, I can and will use it. But if I don't really like to encourage people to send me stuff and say, can you paint this, can you paint that, because there are people there that have sent me stuff, and it's something I wouldn't do in my channel, and they're sort of getting a bit bumped because I'm doing somebody else's but not theirs. And also I don't like the I'm being blunt here, I don't like the, oh, they want me to paint. I'd rather just paint from my mind now. What I have done, what I can tell you, I mean, you can give me ideas. Ideas are great, but if I see someone's, like someone did put a photo up, I forget who it was my boat painting I did, a live one just the other day. She said, would you paint this? And as soon as I saw, now that's something I'll use in my channel. So I used it. And but before I did, I asked her, where did the picture come from? Who owns the photo? Just so as I know, I can give credit to the person. But it was her actual photo, which was great. So I gave her credit as well. So some people might send me a photo to paint, but they don't know whose picture it is. I need to know that as well. So there's all these different things that go along with it. I'm starting to design my own paintings to try and create some more original work. I do a lot of original stuff, plus I do referencing from pictures and photos and other people's work as well. We all do that. But I am doing my own, like what I have here now on my iPad, like it's digital art. I have a program in here called Procreate, and I'll sketch out a picture and get an idea, and instead of going and painting it on a small canvas, I get to paint it on here. And this is how I did that one there. That's just digitally done with the pen there. There's the pen up the top here, this white thing. And I just did that on there, working out the colors to see if they're going to work for each other. And it gives me an idea. And then I think, well, that's going to work. I'm playing on, I can show you what I'm playing on here. Here's one I'm playing on. The colors will be more enhanced. This is just rough, but something like this I want to do for my next tutorial, you know, with the nebula space colors in the sky and a waterfall and some rocks. Who knows what else I might add into it, but that's just something I've whacked out of my head. This one here, I've sort of saw these colors somewhere else, but the idea, so the layout, I'm putting my landmass in front, so I want to do something like this. These are just digitally just giving me some ideas I can use as a reference for my up and coming future paintings. Okay, so that's an idea that's coming to me. Please post it on Facebook group. Would love to see your version. What's that? Well, I'll have to go back up, Barbara Mendez. Need to be very aware of copyright with photos. The photos, I love your subject matter. That's what draws me to your channel. Thank you very much, Janine Jones. Okay, so please post it. Barbara Mendez is asking, please post it on Facebook group. Would love to see your version. What would you like posted on the Facebook group? I've missed what you might have said before, Barbara Mendez, if you can say it again. I like that. Okay, Barbara. Oh, she was talking to somebody else, obviously, there. Teresa Gross. Okay, Barbara. Ian, can't wait to see the cityscape. And that's another, I want to design a cityscape. So I might use some of the buildings out of different cities just to give an architecturally artistic design looking cityscape with some reflection. So that's something I'm going to design on my iPad as well. And, you know, a lot of painters do their own photography and that's their reference. I'm going to be digitally designing mine, looking at the colors, and if it's going to work, I'll transfer it onto a canvas and also into a tutorial. Oh, here's a good one. Bruce Anderson is asking, may I ask what is not wanted on your art page as far as post? Anything that doesn't have nothing to do with art, really. But like there's photographers. I like to encourage photographers, if you're going to let your photos go on there, but it's like people wanting to put their knitting or their we've had some stuff like that on there, arts and crafts stuff. It's not to do with that, it's to do with actual art, what it is, paintings, drawings, pouring paintings and whatever, acrylics and oils. And also if you're a photographer and you have good reference pictures you don't mind sharing, they're welcome up there. Anything, I do try and promote my son's singing, so every time he does a video of a song, I'll put that up there, and that's good music to listen to while you're actually painting as well. I just don't encourage people selling stuff on there. It's not a marketing platform, and I don't like people getting into religious rants and conversations and arguments on there. It's not for that. And what else was there? Yeah, and like if you're into knitting and sewing or woodwork, it's not into all that stuff. It's the paintings and photos, things like that. Okay, hope that answered your question there, Bruce. Barbara Mendez, Teresa was responding to the boat picture. See, now I've lost the question before. It's very difficult. Cityscape would be good. From these, who painted the boat? Ian, from these, who painted the boat? No craftable. There you go. Crackerbox has answered your question there, Bruce, as well. What kind of apps do you use for digital painting? Patricia Lewis. Barbara Mendez, your son has a wonderful voice. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. What do you use for digital art painting? I'm going to get to that. Ian, initially I said thank you to painting my boat picture. Oh, so that was Barbara Mendez. Okay, the name rings a bell now. Yeah, here it is here. I'm going to get to the digital art. See, some of my lives are just little ones, but yeah, there was her boat there. Okay, that was her photograph. And these are just one more there and one more there. They were the live ones I did on half-size canvases. What app do I use for digital art? The one I have is called Procreate. You do have to purchase them. I can't remember how much it cost me because when I bought the iPad, the lady in the shop set it up with that digital app, and I had to buy the Apple pen as well because you need the pen as well, so I had to buy the pen as well. So it was well over $1,000 by the time I bought all that, just for that, what I needed just to paint. I mean, there's plenty of uses you can use an iPad for, but 90% of it is using for my digital art for that app there to paint pictures. Okay, because you might have seen some of the what do you call it, you know, it's good for doing if you did want to get into it. Some people I think might have been a bit worried that I was going to change my channel to digital art, but I've done, where are we? You would have seen, like, here's a friend of mine. She does Thai cooking freestyle in Australia. I made a caricature of her. I do this from photos, okay? So I can do characters of people. Go back to there. I just want to give you an example. I've got to try and find it all now. I did one of Anthony Gray. Just a little, some of them are quick. Okay, in his Spider-Man suit. Okay. And you might have seen some of mine on the Friday Night Live where I done some. And it's also good for doing black and white line art. Like, here's a photo of my son over in Europe. I just love the architectural lines. It's just black and white. It's good for doing that sort of stuff, and you can print it out onto a sheet and frame it as your own art. There's a big side of digital art that you can step into as well. But I don't really want to start turning my channel into digital art. Well, I can easily sit down and film myself doing something there, but not everybody has that, and that's not what my channel's about. That's just to help me design my own original work. What do you use for... Oh, okay, I read that. Ian, initially I said thank you for painting my boat picture. Okay, thank you, Barbara Mendez. We finally worked that out. Excuse from not understanding. So many questions interfere with other ones, or break them up, separate them. I'm sure you could knit a banging cardigan, Ian. Yes, well, I have done knitting. I've knitted for one of my girlfriends. I've knitted some stuff for her, so I have done knitting, believe it or not. No, I haven't used golden open acrylics, Drew. I have not available in Australia, I don't think. Love that Spider-Man hoodie, Bruce Anderson. Yes. So what else have we got there? Any more questions? How many people are on here? 65 people. Have I finished my coffee? Yes, I'm finished my coffee. Just want to see how long we're going for. I need the mirror again. Golly, Sergeant Carter, 72. That's all right. Yeah, we can. Either I said that the St. Louis Arch would be beautiful in a cityscape. Check out, please, says Marilyn Lynch. No worries. I will be, someone did mention a cityscape, and I have not got one of those in my channel. I do want to do something effective enough for a beginner to grasp, with the typical cityscape over the river with the beautiful reflection shining down with all the neon lights, some sort of appropriate sky, some sort of layout. So that's something I do want to design on my iPad here and get that out as a tutorial. I've already got my next tutorial sorted, because one thing that does get hard for me, as when you're going to do a painting and you're like, what am I going to paint? That becomes a big issue for me, because sometimes I've got to try and get a video up at least once a week. And if I don't know what I'm going to paint, it's just the filming itself is it can be not stressful, but it's got its good and bad points about it. And then to try and get a painting in there with that as well, it makes things a lot harder. I have noticed a few people getting into filming their work, and they would just be able to see where I'm coming from, just how things can be difficult, okay? But the more you do it, the better you get. It's like everything. Can't have it, Bruce. What's that there? What's Bruce want? I love that one, Spider-Man hoodie. Oh, he wants Anthony Gray Spider hoodie. Yeah. 65 people, 64 likes, good stuff. No, but there was 70 something people before. It's gone down, so, but that's fine. Wow, good numbers. Where did you come up with the idea of using tape for the sunburst? Geez, I'm a bad reader, aren't I, Anthony? Now let's see, when you edit stuff, you can do that more properly. Oh, we have a question here from Grayscale Paintings. Where did you come up with the idea for the tape painting bursts? So I've said it wrong. Using tape for sunburst. I don't really know. I remember years ago when I got into painting, my friend did one of my friends I was teaching to paint at the time before I did my YouTube channel, he was talking about having some sun rays, and I just said, well, why don't we get some tape and scratch the white on there and peel it off? And we did that in the radius way, and it worked. But where it actually come, I can't really say whether I saw someone else do it or I just thought of it myself. I won't say that I did thought of it myself because I can't really remember, okay? I'm pretty sure I might have. But yeah, and you just need to do one side of it. When you take it off, it looks quite fine. Hi Ian, thank you for what you're doing for us. You're welcome there, Sue Patters. Angela, thank you everyone for joining us tonight. Thanks for your donations. Don't forget to hit the like button before you go. Why is everyone going, Ange? Just don't start turning the lights off and giving people coffee and tell them to go yet. It's not over yet. Ease up. No, the main run of it's pretty much done, but I don't mind it going for an hour and a half or until my phone says, oh, your battery's getting a bit low there, boy. My message get put in time. Did my message get put out in time? Trucker Daddy, well, what was your message? Give it to us right now, Trucker Daddy, while I'm looking at the screen and I can tell you. Car pinstripes, use that for flames, etc. I painted flames on a car back in the 80s, mastered up the black car, and I did all the red, yellow, orange and white flames and peeled it all. It was beautiful back in the day. I used to muck around with cars big time. I'm a real motorhead for those of you who might not know. I love me motor vehicles. I love tinkering with cars. I love fast cars and I love cool cars. Only 10 p.m. here in Canada. Another great show. Hey, Tucker Box. Haha. Comrades. Angie, time out, haha. Low, it's so everyone gets to see before they go. Angie's doing a great job. I love you to death, Angela. Johnny, I had to cancel my Patron account. I got locked out of my account, so I decided to cancel. That's okay, Trucker Daddy. You're not obligated to stay in there forever and ever. If you just feel you can... What's even better, if you feel happy at the time and want to send me something, you can always do it in the super chat or in the donate link below, and you can send your support that way. Because I do know with the patrons, once you're set up there, it's coming out every month, okay? And some people go through hard times, and I don't look at you like, oh, they're gone now, they're not my friend. It's not like that at all. I understand, okay? But I did get that message, and I do understand you very loud and clear there, Trucker Daddy. But don't be sorry, it's fine, okay? I very much understand. Thank you, Cyber Hugs back, says Angela Young. There you go. And we got one here from Darren McLean. Darren McLean is saying, hi, mate. Darren here. Sorry about your mum. No worries. Thank you very much. She's in a better place now and she's not in pain no more. God bless her dear soul. I have missed 5 years of your live chats. Oh, sorry. I have missed 5 of your live chats. Still love what you do. Thank you very much there, Darren. And Cyber Hugs back. James Ziegler. Or no, is it Ziegler? Ziegler. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing it right. Angela Young, thank you very much. She just sent in another donation. Beautiful. What else have we got there? I've touched everything. The patrons that did come on board again, I'll just give them another shout out. Don Lewis, Christy Brazil, Kim and Mary Angels Martini, and people throughout the last week that sent PayPal donations to me was Gary Moore, Years Gone By, Laura Scott, and Larry Granier, and Yamaha and Marilyn Lynch. They purchased some of my paintings throughout the last fortnight as well. I do like to promote my paintings that are for sale. There is a link in the description below if you're watching the replay here, and it'll show you my art available for sale, and whatever's in there is available, okay? And at the moment, this present date, they are $69 US, and that includes shipping it to your door, okay? And payments are done through PayPal, okay? I think you need to make Angela your mod. Yes, and stop typing to buy your way out of time. Stop trying. Oh, stop trying. See, my reading's bad. It's trying. Stop trying to buy. See, Ange, Bev Sowers will think you're trying to buy your way out of trouble, but it's all right. Time out or whatever. Ziegler, you're saying it right. Beautiful, yeah. Why can't words be spelt the way they're pronounced? They've got to be pronounced differently, don't they? See, I can understand it when it's spelt Z-I-G-L-E-R, Ziegler, but it's spelt Z-I-E, Ziegler. But anyway, we all get the gist. I believe she is. Barbara Mendez, hope you all have a great night. And Ian, have an awesome birthday. Oh, yes, I did have an early. I went out last week and people thought it was my birthday then. But if you do realise, Facebook gives you notifications that it's someone's birthday. I just went out and celebrated a bit early. But my birthday, for you who don't know, it's September 30th, which is Monday. Monday was my birthday, so you'll be notified there. So thank you very much for those people that gave me early birthday greetings and thank yous for that. Thank you very much. We love you bunch, Ange. Night, Bruce. Bruce is going to sleep. Sorry, I have to run. Tucker Daddy, get your glasses out. No shame. Keep 3-4 pair. No, that's the thing. I can read this clear. It's my reading ain't the best. I've got two types of contacts. I've got a bifocal contact for close-up reading, and I've got my normal everyday that gives me long distance sight. Now I've got the good close-up ones in here, so I can read this without glasses. If I put my glasses on now, right, here's just one pair. If I put them on now, I've got no shame in wearing my glasses, but now that is as blurry as buggery there. I can't read nothing. And if I go like that, now I can read it. So, and then I've got different glasses as well. I've got long distance, short distance glasses when I'm not wearing my contacts. So it depends what contacts I've got in, if they're in or not, and what glasses I have at the time. Happy birthday on. Thank you very much. Happy birthday, belated. No, it's not a belated. My birthday is not until September 30th. It's not here yet. Do you ever have artist block, says Lillian? Yes, I think we all get that. That's what I was just saying. I'm trying to design a lot of paintings in here now digitally. So I've already got two in front of me. So I know now my next two paintings what they're going to be. And it's so soothing and relaxing to know what I'm going to paint. It's a horrible thing when you don't know what you're going to paint. When you get that artist block, and that's the worst thing you can do is set yourself up and get all ready to paint, but you don't know what to paint. It's one of the worst things you can do. Santa, you need to hit the $sign in the comments below, right? Santa, obviously Santa was looking for some directions there. I'm not sure. Glasses and contacts get complicated at our age. Glad it's not just me, says Janine Jones. Yes, we all get glasses, and unless we can afford this laser eye surgery, but that's a bit scary, isn't it, eh? I'm quite happy to wear contacts, or if I don't have them on, I've got me different glasses. I've got so many different pairs, frameless, frame ones, and those ones. I don't mind these ones, eh? There you go. Got a big one there. IT matters. I have a question. I have a hard time with glare when I paint. It doesn't matter if it's daylight or sunlight coming through. How do you stop glare? Wondering if angle has something. Well, like I said before about eyesight, it depends on your eyesight. Everyone has a different eyesight. You're going to have to sit and work out what lighting works for you, okay? That's all I can suggest, yeah? Oh, Crackerbox is Sabra. Yes, Sabra obviously wants to know how to send a donation through on the super chat. There's a grey $sign. You'll see it in a grey $sign where you write your chat. Hit that, and that allows you to send a donation through on this super chat. G'day, Nicole from Ontario, Canada. Nicole Roy. How are you, Nicole? Glad you can join me here. Cyber kisses to you, my dear. I had artist block for 30 years. Woo, that's a long artist block. You must have been real keen to get something done right before if you had to wait 30 years. But I know where you're coming from there, Scott. 30 years, only got back into painting recently. It's one of those things that'll come and go, depending on where you are in your life and things like that. But not all of us are sticking with it all day, every day. Not all of us are, like I have a full-time job. I work for myself. My low battery thing just came on. And yes, so that is part of painting, your painting journey. So, hang on a minute, I'm just getting something here. Wires everywhere. Golly. Get that up there. Is that going to reach there? Hang on. Oh, where are you, mate? Where are you? Oh. See, everything was going smooth until now. They're the little gremlins of live. Now my sound is going to go a bit different because I just locked in my power source. What's going on here? Sorry about that. So you won't hear my mic now, you'll just hear normal sound. You froze, and that's why the battery went flat. You should do a video on making your canvases, IT Matters. There you go. I've already done videos on making my canvases. Check out the link in the description below, IT Matters. There's a link there for my videos. It's virtually showing you, it takes you to all my videos. You can go to my video playlist and scroll down the headings until you find one that says how I make my canvases. On my art group page, Ange Young, one of the admin girls there, she puts a lot of information videos from my channel on my art group page, but I do have a video there on how I make my canvases. Woohoo, you're back live, says Carol Polson. Now your sound. Can you hear me? People hear me okay? Trucker Daddy used to watch Bob Ross, which got him started and made him relax before he goes to bed. What, we can't hear? Oh, IT Matters cannot hear me. Can anyone else hear me? Should have sound. I can hear. Just add volume. I'll turn my volume up and just see if I can hear myself. Wait a minute. I'll turn my volume up and just see if I can hear myself. Yeah, no, I've got volume, so it's at your end. Jennifer Roberts can hear, so something might have went wrong there. We learn with technology through all these YouTube and social media. We're slowly learning as things go by. In the announcements in Facebook group, sound is low, but I can hear. It's probably because I had the lapel mic on here, it was more, so I've probably got to yell. Hello, can you hear me? We're going to start wrapping it up pretty soon anyway, so if there's no more questions, if we all had fun, I'll try and be here next Friday night live, and I'm going to try and do a live video throughout the next week as well, in between my roofing work, as I work full time on the roof. So I'm a roof plumber over here, alright, and I work for myself, so when I've got days off and I'm in the mood and everything's working out right, I can get into the studio there, the planets are lined up, and I can do a tutorial, okay? So, can you hear me now? Great live, thank you, says Karen. Have a good birthday, thank you very much. Yelling, it works. Yeah, see, I'm just talking a bit softer reading them now, I realise, so yelling does work. Yay, Chucker Daddy, there you go, aka John in Quebec. Alrighty then, turn up the sound, but sounds good now. Try a live painting. I've done live paintings, Trucker Daddy. If you've seen my channel, these were lives. That one, there's 4 here I've got. That one, these were live paintings I did just recently. This one, and this one. Oh, and this one up here. Where did we go? I just did this one the other day. This was a full-size one. Okay, I did those ones live, okay? So I have got some live ones there, and I'm trying to do at least a live one every week because people like the interaction of the live. It's great. Okay, goodbye, Angela Young. Grandson needs you. Time for a glass of wine, says Nicole Roy. Thank you. Learn a lot. Thank you very much. Marcy, it's good that you learnt a lot. Thank you very much, Bev Sellers. I don't have any special plans. I like the live ones much better. Yes, thanks for the feedback there, IT Matters. Duran McLean, thanks Ian, you're the best. Congratulations. You have the best fan club in the world. Oh, this is a long one. Beryl Berylson from Berylview. G'day Ian, you are amazing. I love you so much. You are the best man in the world. I wish I can live near you and paint side by side with you. I think you are the man of the future. God bless you. Your best friend, Beryl Berylson from Berylville. Thank you very much, Beryl Berylson from Berwickville. Bit late, but here. Morning, everyone. Barry Redmore. G'day, Barry from Jolton there. How you doing? The live is much better, more relaxed, says Lillian. Good stuff. Yeah, well, I wouldn't mind some more feedback. I still will be doing the edited versions, but I would like more feedback about the live paintings that I have done. And let me know for next week's show, live or edited versions, okay? And I'm still going to do a bit of both, but I want to make you people happy as well where I can. The last 1 hour harbour is my style. I had a good laugh because sometimes you get trolling comments or people that love to be negative. But someone, I can't remember their name, and actually it's sold. I forget who bought it, but it was pretty much similar, this colour with the moon in the sky. But they said it looked like a tyre reclamation yard. It made me laugh, hey? But everyone has different views on art. The last one, harbour style, is my style. I have to catch up. Thank you for your wonderful, thank you very much. When there is no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth. Whatever. I'd like another cyber hug. There you go, Tammy Budell. Cyber hugs and kisses to you, my darling. Love both live and edited, says Scott McDonald. Scott McDonald. Thank you very much for that feedback. Depends on how much time I have really. If I'm in a hurry, tutorials are better because they are much shorter and yes, with no issues. Yeah, see, yeah, I know where you're coming from, Bev Sal. So there's some people don't mind, they've got all day in the world to sit down and watch no matter how long it is, but some people just like to watch a tutorial and not have to skip through all the nonsense in between, so to speak. So that's why there will be edited versions as well of paintings. Nicole Roy, you're just too cute. Thank you very much, Nicole. You're beautiful yourself. Cyber hugs and kisses to all you people there. Where are we? 54 people watching. That was it. What else? Can you show the zebra? Yeah. There you go. This one you're talking about? It's bracketed up, holding up because my camera's moved, see? Normally it's there. But I can show you the zebra. Of course I can. Get that out of there. It's one I did live. Where are we? There you go. It's just a golden zebra, I call it, with a... I can't move this too close because it's on charge. With a blue eye. And nice. I used a paint pen for his feathers and whatnot. And eyelashes. And what I'll do, I'll just give you a... Pull that out for a minute. Like his eyelash there. You can see the eyelashes. I used a paint pen for that. Okay. So we'll put this back there. Back in there. Back in there. Where are we? There you go. Turn around. There you go. Whatever. Zebra. Thanks for the great tips. New to the channel, says Anne Harp. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining my channel. It's good to get feedback like that. Zebra's incredible, says Lillian. Thank you. Love the zebra. Yeah, that zebra was done. I got some big artworks of art from a friend, and she was had no use for them and said, do I want them? And of course I took them, and that one had a painting on it that I wasn't that keen on. It was just like an abstract, so I reversed the canvas on the frame and painted that zebra on there. It was a bit of work involved, but it was worth it in the end. What do we have here? Okay, is that where I've got to find it? Okay, I got rid of the devil. Sorry about that. I didn't notice that was coming up, but they were doing some stupid. You get that with these lives, so do excuse that. Oh, well, don't excuse it, but like expect it. It's gorgeous, love it. What are your plans for the weekend? Says Nicole Ray. Just taking it as it comes. That's all I ever do. I've got to mow the front and back lawn today, so I might do that today. It's still early in the morning here, Saturday morning here. So I'll probably get that done, give me cats some loves and hugs, and probably go down the road and buy some food, eat something tonight, chill out, take it as it comes, you know. So the devil's gone, yes. We get those people popping in on these live shows every now and then. What are your plans this weekend? I read that. Ange, it's back, it seems. We need Ange back, it seems. Paint pens are awesome and fun. Yes, they can be. What do we got here? Remove, hide this user on the channel. There you go. So there's different settings as well. So I gave it timeout, and then I had to hide him now. So he's hidden now. Don't worry about. Hopefully we won't see anything more from the devil. Can you varnish over paint pen? Oh, absolutely. This one's been varnished over, pretty sure. Yeah, you can varnish over anything. I have anyway. I've been able to. Trina is doing one of my tutorials right now. We have a problem. Oh, Trina, we have a problem, Houston. I want to buy that zebra, says Darren McLean. That is a big painting, Darren McLean. You're welcome to buy it. It's not going to be cheap, and if you want to buy it, it'll have to come in 2 parts, because if I send it like that, it's probably going to have a big hole in it by the time you get it. What I do is I unstaple it off the frame, roll it up, it gets put in a tube, the frame gets dismantled, and that gets put in a thing. That's just the frame itself is going to cost an arm and a leg to send to you, and then that'll get sent to you. And you message me later on if you're really serious about buying it, and we can talk dollars and cents. Okay, you want to get smart, eh? The devil's trying to be a he's trying to have some fun creating a new name and coming back saying you never get rid of the devil, eh? Don't worry about the frame. Yeah, well, it can even come, that's why you'll have to talk to me about it, okay? Alright, I'm going to get going now. It's the end of the show. So, if you like what I'm doing, great stuff, and tell your friends. But if you don't, tell everybody, alright? All the best, goodbye, good luck, and good on you. Okay, I've just got to turn this off now. So it's Uru from the Guru. Oh, come on here. What does that take? There we go.